Hello everyone. Leave it to me to leave out some very pertinent information in my videos. It seems that usually in every single video I leave out something that I really wanted to show you or explain. So this is just a quick follow-up video to my design wall video. If you haven't seen that, I'm going to put a link in the description box below. I show 4 different ways that you could create a design wall in your creative space. So at the end of my video that I posted yesterday about my design wall, I explained that we used 4 screws with washers, and we used 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom, and that really secured my wall, and it's up there. It's not going anywhere unless we manually take it down. However, I didn't show you the actual places where we attached the screws and washers through the foam board into the wall. So I thought I'd bring you along. I've had several of you ask to see it, and so I would gladly show that to you as just a follow-up quick video. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this camera, and I'm going to show you the top and the bottom, and hopefully that answers any questions that you might have. The washers actually work really, really well because it provides a broader surface to really hold that foam board tight up against the wall. So let's go ahead and take a look. So I apologize now if my hands are a little bit shaky with the camera. I'm trying not to shake you up too much. So this is the middle of the board. We're going to scan up all the way to the top, and there's the first washer, and you can see that little white chalk mark. That's where we found the stud with the magnet. And so we know that the screw is screwing into the stud in the wall, and the washer is right up front. We just took Harlan's drill and went straight in through. It didn't grab the fabric or anything. It just went straight through the foam, straight into the drywall, and into the stud. Now I just have to climb up and wipe away those chalk marks. So at the bottom, which is maybe a little bit easier for you to see, just like that. And then we did one more over here. Just like that. And actually, that's really all it took. I'm going to pause you for just a second. Now I have you back in the stand. I wanted to put you in there because my hand's sometimes a little shaky. So just those 4 screws with washers really secured the wall. You can see it's really nice and secure. It is not going anywhere. And maybe it really depends on your wall, where your studs are. You know, if you are trying to secure your wall and you cannot find any studs in the place where you'd like to use them, you can always use those little plastic anchors, and those will help keep the screws from just pulling out of the drywall. So I hope that answers your questions about the placement of the screws. You know, it really might just depend on the materials that you're using and your particular wall. I also had one other question. Let's just go over that real quick. Someone asked about the 4 different ways, and they thought that they were missing one. And I'm sorry, there were so many comments on that video. I forget exactly who it was, but we had, let's see, hanging a flannel sheet on the wall with maybe some thumbtacks, and just using a flannel sheet all by itself. That makes a perfect, easy, portable design wall that you can put up and either leave up forever or take it down whenever you're not using it. We also have this design wall, which we went over in the video, using foam board, and that's permanent. It's going to stay up forever unless I take it down. Then we had the foldable, portable design wall that was cut into 4 sections and taped together. and you can fold that up and tuck it away, or you can pull it out and leave it up as you're planning your quilt. And then we had the travel one using the pillowcases. So that's 4 different ways you could do a design wall. I also wanted to say, as just a follow-up, you could also, instead of using flannel, you could use cotton batting to cover your installation board, because your fabric will also stick to that as well. So I hope this clears up all of the questions, and if not, feel free to comment down below. And sometimes it's easier to do a quick video to explain, and sometimes I can just write you back in the comment section and answer your questions. So it's Friday. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'm still tootling around here in the studio, and I look forward to starting a quilt on Monday. So we'll see you really soon. Have a fabulous weekend. Bye, everybody.